Number 4, parts and wholes of standard 5th. Today we are going to learn about the parts and wholes. For this we have to learn about the fractions. First we will see the topic. Write fractions for the following figures. Now some figures you can see over here, nice drawings are there. Now you have to write down the fractions for them. Then how you will write down the fractions? Here you can see I have written is equal to number of shaded portion divided by total number of parts. Now whatever you are writing at the upper portion means number of shaded parts will be your numerator and total number of parts will be your denominator. Let us see this. Here how many total parts are there? 1 and 2 total parts. So denominator will be 2. Now how many shaded parts are there? Only one shaded part. So we will write down 1. So fraction for this figure will be 1 by 2. Now let us see the next one. One circle is given to you. It is divided into 3 equal parts means total number of parts are 3. So the denominator will be 3. Now how many shaded parts are there? You can see 2 shaded parts are there. So 2 we will write down as a numerator. 2 by 3. This 2 is a numerator. And 3 is denominator. Now here third one is given to you. How many stars are there? Let us count the total first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 total stars are there. So total we will write down as a denominator means 8. Now how many shaded are there? 1, 2, 3 are shaded. So 2 will be over here. So the required fraction for this stars will be 2 by 8. Now here you can see the next one, fourth number. A triangle is given to you. Now how many total parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total parts are 5. How many are shaded? Only 2 are shaded. So 2 by 5 is the fraction for this figure. Now some important things. What is fractions? We will see the definition that parts of wholes are called fractions. So the title of this chapter is parts and wholes. The combination of parts and wholes is called a fraction. Now we will learn about types of fractions. There are types of fractions: proper, improper, simple fraction, mixed fraction, like fraction, unlike fractions. 4 to 5 parts are there. Let us see the first two. Proper fraction means the fraction whose numerator is less than denominator is called proper fraction. Now here we are writing numerator and the down below number is as a denominator. So which is greater and which is smaller? So numerator is less means numerator is smaller and denominator will be large. So S by L. Here the numerator will be smaller and the denominator will be larger. Here you can see the examples 1 by 2, 3 by 13, 14 by 18. Here you can see the numerator is small and the denominator is large. Here also numerator is small and the denominator is large. Here also you can see the denominator is large and the numerator is small. So this is about the proper fraction. For proper fraction you can see S by L means small by large. Now second, improper fraction. So what was about proper fraction? That same but in the another way means whatever the numerator was less, then in improper fraction the numerator will be large. So numerator fraction, improper fraction, fraction whose numerator is greater than denominator is called improper fraction. So we can write down for this large by small. If you are not able to see, I will write down over here L by S, large by small. So some examples are there: 10 by 5, 25 by 8, 16 by 6, 3 by 7. These are all improper fractions. See, 10 is large, 5 is small. So we can say that it is improper fraction. Here 25 by 8, so 25 is large and 8 is small, 16 is large and 6 is small. So 16 by 6 is improper fraction. 3 by 7, then 7 by 3. 7 is large and 3 is small. Now third type, like fractions. Pair of fractions whose denominator are same are called like fractions. Now here some examples are given, 1 by 5 and 6 by 5. Here it is a pair of two fractions and you can see that the denominator should be same. Here denominators are same, both are having 5 as a denominator. Another pair is 3 by 4, 10 by 4 and 9 by 4. Now in pair there can be 2 or 3 or 4, any number of fractions there can be, and the condition is that the denominator should be same. Here you can see 4 is denominator in all the 3 fractions. So these are the examples of like fractions. Now unlike fractions. For unlike fractions, pair of fractions whose denominator are different are called unlike fractions. Now here we have to only see the denominator and it should be different. So here you can see 2 by 3 and 3 by 4. Here denominators are different, here it is 3 and here it is 4. So this pair is of unlike fractions. Now 1 by 3, 1 by 5 and 1 by 4. Here you can see all the 3 denominators are different but the numerators are same. So if numerators are same, then also they are unlike fractions. If the denominators are same, then they are like fractions. So these pairs are of like, some examples of like fractions. Now fifth, mixed fraction. A combination of whole number and a fraction is called mixed fraction. Here you can see the examples, 3, 1 by 2, 9, 6 by 4, 12, 3 by 4 are mixed fraction. You can see 3 which is a whole number and 1 by 2 is a fraction. So combination of 3 and 1 by 2 means whole number and a fraction is called a mixed fraction. Convert simple fraction to mixed fractions. Now here simple fraction is given to you and you have to convert it into a mixed fraction. See, first one is given, convert 7 by 4 to a mixed fraction. Now first step what we have to do, that 7 by 4 means 7 is to be divided by 4. So let us divide it. So 7 it will be written as a dividend and 4 as a divisor. So how we can divide it? 4 ones are 4. So the remainder is 3. So this is remainder. This is quotient. And this is divisor. And 7 is a dividend. Now how we can convert this into a mixed fraction? This quotient, remainder and divisor I am writing over here. 1, 3 and 4. You can see they are in this form. 1 is here at the top, 3 is at down and 4 is over here. So simply what we have to do, we have to only make a V in the reverse process from here to here. So 1 we will write down as a whole number, 3 is written as numerator and 4 will be written as denominator. So 7 by 4 can be written as mixed fraction, as 1 we have to write as a whole, means over here. Numerator by 3 means in fraction 3 will be at the up and 4 as a denominator means this way. 1 3 by 4 is the mixed fraction of 7 by 4. So whenever we have to convert any simple fraction is given to you and you have to convert it into mixed fraction, simply you have to do the division and after that division you have to simply remember this reverse V. First we will put the quotient as a whole number, then after that the numerator and after that the denominator. Now convert mixed fraction to simple fractions. Now mixed fractions will be given to you and you have to convert them into simple fractions. So let us see 1 3 by 4. 1 3 by 4. So what we have to do first, these two we have to multiply. 1 multiply 4 we will write down in the bracket plus 3. plus 3 divided by 4. So what will be the answer? 1 multiplied by 4, 4 1 ja 4 plus as it is 3 we will write down now, divide by 4. So at the end the answer will be 4 plus 3, it will be 7 by 4. So the mixed fraction of 1 3 by 4 is 7 by 4. Here you can see 7 by 4's mixed fraction is 1 3 by 4, and 1 3 by 4 again we have converted into the simple fraction and we are getting 7 by 4. So whenever a mixed fraction is given to you and you have to convert it into the simple fraction, simply you have to multiply these two numbers and add to the numerator. So 1 multiply 4 plus 3 and divided by 4, the denominator will remain as it is in the simple and as it is in the mixed fraction. Equivalent fractions. This is a new topic. Let us see the first question. Find 4 equivalent fractions of 1 by 4. Now one fraction is given to you and you have to find out the equivalent fractions for it. This is not a new topic, you have already learned in the 4th standard. Now let us see what we have to do in this. Multiply numerator and denominator by same number. Just this thing you have to do, that you have to multiply this numerator and denominator by any same number. Whatever, if you are taking 5, then you have to multiply the numerator also with the 5 and denominator also with the 5. Now we have to find how many 4 equivalent fractions, means 4 different fractions we have to find out. Let us find out first one. 1 by 4 we will multiply by 2. So multiply by 2 and multiply by 2. So what will be the answer? 1 2 ja 2 and 4 2 ja 8. So 2 by 8 is equivalent fraction, one equivalent fraction of 1 by 4. Now another we will multiply it by 3. So what will be the answer? 1 3 ja 3, 4 3 ja 12. So 3 by 12 is the another equivalent fraction of 1 by 4. This means that 1 by 4 and 2 by 8 are equal. 1 by 4 and 3 by 12 are also equal. Now another 1 by 4 we will multiply both numerator and denominator by 4. 1 4 ja 4, 4 4 ja 16. So this is also a numerator, this is 4 by 16 is also a third equivalent fraction. Now 1 by 4 multiply by 5. So 1 5 ja 5, 4 5 ja 20. So 5 by 20 is also equivalent fraction. So we can write down 2 by 8, 3 by 12, 4 by 16 and 5 by 20 are 4 equivalent fractions of 1 by 4. Now second question is given, which of these fractions is equivalent to 2 by 3. Now here 4 options are given to you and you have to find out that which is equal to 2 by 3. Now first you can see 1 by 3. Now here the denominator we will compare, here also it is 3, here also it is 3, but the numerator here it is 1 and here it is 2. So this cannot be the answer. Now B, 2 by 6. 2 by 6 can be written as, in 2's table 2 also comes and 6 also comes. So it can be written as 2 1 ja 2 and 2 3 ja 6. So it can be written as 1 by 3 also. Yes, so B is 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 cannot be the answer. Now 4 by 6. Now 4 by 6 we can simplify it as 2 2 ja 4 and 2 3 ja 6. So 2 by 3. Here you are getting answer same as 2 by 3. So C will be the correct answer. So let us see in the fraction form. 3 we are taking the shaded parts. 1 2 3, out of that 2 are shaded. It will be equal to 4 by 6. 6 parts we are making. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Out of 6 I will shade the only 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. So here you can see what is unshaded part, and this unshaded parts look the same, and these two shaded parts looks same. So 2 by 3 is equal to 4 by 6. Comparison of fractions. Two fractions are given to you and you have to compare them with that which is greater or which is and which is lesser. Let us see. Here you have to compare 1 by 4 and 3 by 4. Here you can see both the denominators are same and the numerators are different. So simply we have to see the numerators 1 and 3. Which is greater? 3 is greater. So 1 by 4 and 3 by 4. This is greater, so we will put a less than sign over here. That means that 1 by 4 is lesser than 3 by 4 and 3 by 4 is greater than 1 by 4. So when the denominators are same, then comparison is very easy. Now what about when both the fractions given to you are not same, or they are not like fractions, or their denominators are not same? Then what we have to do? So simply we have to do the cross multiplication method. Compare 4 by 6 and 2 by 4. Cross multiplication method we have to use. Here I have written 4 by 6 and 2 by 4, putting some space between them. Now we have to cross multiply them. That means this 4 we have to multiply with the 4, and answer we have to write down over here. And so 4 4s are 16. 16 will be the denominator, and 6 we have to multiply with the 2. So 6 2s are, so here we can write down 4 into 4 means 16, and 6 2s are means 6 multiplied by 2. 6 multiplied by 2, so it will be 6 2s are 12. Now here you can see we have got 12 by 16, which is a proper fraction. So whenever whatever result you are getting after cross multiplication, if it is proper fraction, then the first one 4 by 6 will be the greater. So the answer will be 4 by 6 is greater than 2 by 4. Now if we are getting improper fraction means if we are getting answer as 16 by 12, then what will be the second one will be the greater one. So the answer will be converted as 4 by 6 is less than 2 by 4. This is just for example. If it is improper fraction, then what we have to do? Simply the second what we are comparing, that will be the greater one. And if the answer is proper fraction, then the first one is greater, and if the answer is improper fraction, then the second one is greater. Very simple. Arrange in ascending order. Here 2 by 8, 3 by 8, 8 by 8, 7 by 8, 5 by 8, 4 by 8, 1 by 8 and 6 by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 fractions are given to you and you have to arrange them in the ascending order. So first we will see whether the denominators are same or not. That means they are like fractions or not. Here you can see all the denominators are same. That means that they are like fractions. So for like fractions, what we have to do? Only we have to see now we will see the numerators in ascending order. We have to go from small to large. So which is the smallest from here? 1 is the smallest. So 1 by 8 we will write down first. After that 2 by 8. After that 3 by 8. After that 4 by 8. After that 5 by 8. Then 6 by 8. 7 by 8. And last 8 by 8. Now which sign we have to put? We are decreasing. So this is the greatest. So this less than sign we have to put. Okay. Now next sum, arrange in ascending order. These were about the like fractions. Now if there are unlike fractions, then what we have to do? If there are unlike fractions, you can see 16, 4, 10, 9. The denominators are different. So what we will do? We will do simple arrange these denominators in, if we want ascending order, then this we will convert into descending order. What we have to see in descending order, we have to settle this, only the denominators we have to settle them in the descending order. So if we write descending order for 16, 4, 10, 9, what will be the descending order? For descending order, from large to small we have to go. So which is the 16 is the largest one, so that we will write down first 3 by 16, after that 3 by 10, after that 3 by 9, 3 by 4. But what order we are getting? This order will be as a, this descending order we have to only see for this denominators only. So here what will be the answer? The answer will be, we have to arrange them in the ascending order. So it will be, so this 3 by 4 which is having denominator the smallest is the largest one in the ascending order. So after that, after 3 by 4, 3 by 9 is lesser than it, and 3 by 10 is less than it, and 3 by 16 is the smallest. So 3 by 16 is the smallest and 3 by 4 is the largest. So whenever we are having unlike fractions, what we have to do? Only see the denominator part and set them in the descending order. If we are asked for ascending order, we have to put this all in the descending order. If we are asked for descending order, then this we have to put in the ascending order. It is very simple.